for a berth in Super Bowl 53. Away we go. The 2019 AFC Championship game is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second down following the run. This is Gordon as they go to him again. They find some open field here. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 74 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Taylor. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. These may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
10 yards still left on second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A second down throw for Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Gordon on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
3 yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. From the gun, Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
On 3rd down, Rivers eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And he missed it. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Let's go!
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 34-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Come on, let's go! Flex round!
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
What's left? Flex round! Let's go! White 90!
They go play action now. Taylor. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Taylor on first down. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Play action. Now Taylor fighting. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Come on, let's go. White,
On third down, here's McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, And that way, you often control the game.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Williams. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Adolphus Washington breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Rivers now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Rivers. And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And here come the Bills. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
And McCoy loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Taylor to throw on second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, give a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Play action, it's Taylor. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. finds an opening past the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Bills now, as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear, because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
Here we go.
On second down, it's McCoy. Oh, he's got some breathing room. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 74 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. Always important to get the first.
Because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to get themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. from the shotgun. It's Rivers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Shift together here from the D-line. A first down throw here for Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adolphus Washington in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 24-yard line. Three yards remaining here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Finding some room at midfield. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they'll throw with Taylor. He gets it here to Peak. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd down following the run. Play fake. Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3-and-out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here we go! What? Ohio! 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 Ohio!
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. White, 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Ohio, come on, let's go.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
And some room to maneuver. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Travis Benjamin, 97 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go. White, Ohio, 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 Ohio. Next round. Ohio, Ohio.
Taylor now looking to throw on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Red
They go play action with Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing, Rivers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Rivers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he is knocked down from the side at the 28. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The football, and the Bills have recovered.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here we go!
Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back. And that's caught inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The play clock's running down. Now Taylor. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not even.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Adolphus Washington getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Second down, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. The Chargers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Rivers on first down. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Rivers now on second down. Man open left side, it's Williams. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. The Chargers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Adolphus Washington in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The tight end Henry here in motion. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.